Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from Outkick dated October 3rd. And this is something that's been in the news a lot recently for, I think, pretty obvious reasons, as media smeared Trevor Bauer and now has little to say. This is by Bobby Burak, who is the author of the article. And yeah, if you don't know anything about this, basically Trevor Bauer was a Major League Baseball pitcher, was accused, during the whole Me Too thing of violently doing things to a woman. Turns out that didn't happen because, of course, it didn't. And he's able to speak out about this and has been releasing, uh, texts and stuff showing that she basically planned this entire thing and then lied about it. So let's go ahead and get into the article. And obviously, this article is more about the media that went after him and now is just like, because nothing happened, they don't want egg on their face, but they have egg on their face anyway. So it says in 2021, a woman named Lindsay Hill accused then star pitcher Trevor Bauer of sexual assault and strangulation. Bauer adamantly denied the allegations. The Dodgers placed Bauer on administrative leave 3 days later and released him in 2023. He has not pitched in MLB since the reporting of Hill's accusations. Now, Monday, Bauer and Hill brought their civil suits against one another. So if that was October 3rd, is from the date of the article. This is October 2nd, was the Monday that's being referred to here. Because hours later, Bauer posted a video where he read aloud text messages between the accuser and her friends, one in which she discusses a plan to frame another victim. And this time it was Bauer. So excuse me. Here's the embedded tweet. I'm not going to play it. It's like a 4 or 5 minute video. So I'd recommend going to the link because it's in the description below, and listening to him talking about it himself. But of course, Bobby Burek did clip some of that out here, or at least transcribe it, I should say. And what she had said is next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers, Bauer said in the video. A text Lindsay Hill, that's the girl in question, sent a friend before she ever even met me, or sent to a friend before she even met me. What should I steal? She asked another in reference to visiting my house for the first time. The answer, take his money. So how might that work? I'm going to his house Wednesday, she said. I already have my pick soon. You know how I roll. Then after the first time we met, net worth is 51 mil, she said. Bitch, you better secure the bag, was the response. But how is she going to do that? Need daddy to choke me out, she said. Being an absolute whore to try to get in on his 51 million, read another text. Then, after the second time we met, former Padres pitcher Jacob Nix told her, you got to get this bag. I'll give you $50,000, Lindsay replied. Her AA sponsor asked her at one point, do you feel a tiny bit guilty? Not really, she replied. So not a good person we're dealing with here. And she's an AA sponsor, and I think she's only like in her early 20s. So girl got problems, is what I'm going to say. So back to the actual author's article here. He says that woman ruined his life. She jeopardized his career, and so did the media. Ken Rosenthal is among the most influential baseball writers in the industry. He now writes for The Athletic. Each organization reads what it has to say, and the stance on the matter was clear. Bauer should be out of the league over the unproven allegations. Dodgers' decision to cut ties with Trevor Bauer shouldn't have been difficult at all, Rosenthal headlined a column last January criticizing the team for not releasing Bauer sooner. Again, these were just allegations at the time. Nothing was proven. So, something going to happen to Ken Rosenthal over this? Probably not. And Ken Rosenthal, by the way, if you're watching, I don't know, I haven't watched baseball in a couple of years and really kept up with it all that much. But he was the guy that, at least on Fox broadcasts, always used to be like the dugout reporter sort of guy wearing a bow tie. If anybody's just wondering who he is, besides this. So article says, what did Rosenthal write this week after Bauer publicized the accuser's damning text messages? Nothing. He didn't write anything. Again, he doesn't want egg on his face because he knows he's wrong and he knows he just believes someone uncritically. Now, I have a question for Ken Rosenthal, which would be like, if someone was to make accusations against you, are you okay with people just going, oh yeah, it totally happened and we shouldn't have to prove them? And then, of course, he'd say, no, that's stupid. And it's like, well, same friggin' thing here, dickhead. So this is the top baseball writer provided neither a news story nor an opinion of, or nor an opinion, one of the rare baseball stories that transcends beyond sports. In fact, Rosenthal's only acknowledgement of the update came by way of a repost, formerly known as a retweet, of an athletic article citing the settlement. However, the article he shared failed to mention the text messages in which the accuser admits to framing Bauer. And Rosenthal and The Athletic didn't bury the lead. They neglected to report the lead, and they had no comment when contacted by Outkick Tuesday afternoon. So that would be on the 3rd, presumably before this article. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Again, they don't want egg on their face. And the thing is, they know they have egg on their face. They just don't want to be public. So about the same can be said about ESPN, which, oh, great, ESPN. We know they're not going to do it because they're whole hog far leftists at this point, and just anything that goes against their narrative can't talk about that. So ESPN, in its article Monday, so again, this would have been October 2nd, referenced Bauer's video but excluded the part where Hill acknowledged her plan to make Bauer her next victim. Per ESPN, Bauer, 32, subsequently released a near 4-minute video on YouTube alleging that Hill's legal team approached him multiple times about a financial settlement that his side consistently declined. And there's probably a reason for that because he wasn't going to settle on something that made him look guilty. So why would he do that? So he kept just saying, no, it's not a thing. So Bauer said in the video that the defamation lawsuit allowed his legal team to uncover additional cell phone material that was deliberately and unlawfully concealed from his lawyers, most notably of a video of the woman lying in bed next to me while I'm sleeping, smirking at the camera without a care in the world or any mark on her face on the morning after the second alleged incident. And I believe in that Bauer video that's linked in this article above, he actually shows that because I have seen it. And yeah, she's totally fine and she's smiling at the cameras and smirking there. I'd say, yeah, smirking as well. And Trevor Bauer is sleeping and she looks totally fine, like nothing happened at all. So it says the article also failed to hyperlink to Bauer's video, which would have directed readers to the full context of his commentary. So there's an embedded tweet here from someone named John Ziegler. I am not familiar with him. It says classic ESPN. What a bullshit headline story. They are completely ignoring the real story, which should be Trevor Bauer releases viral video showing why the sex abuse allegations with which we helped destroy his career were clearly false. And the ESPN headline down here says former MLB pitcher Trevor Bauer and a woman who accused him of beating and sexually assaulting her in 2021 have settled their legal dispute. Bauer's attorney shared in a statement. So a very anodyne statement from ESPN. Again, they don't want egg on their face and they know they have it. They don't want anybody just to see it there. So elsewhere, Sarah Spain, who works for ESPN and who is a far leftist as well, sent out several tweets calling for Bauer to be suspended in 2021. Yeah, she's also not one of the good people. Says looking at the case's details, the extensive police report and graphic photos, there's more than enough reason Bauer shouldn't be on the mound Sunday, posted Spain. Spain has yet to find the time to comment on her text messages, and given her decreased airtime at ESPN, we know it's not because of a lack of free time. Nice dig there. So she and Rosenthal are just a few of the many who vocalize their disgust over the allegations but not facts. And the sports media was quick to convict Bauer in the court of public opinion to declare the woman's claims adequate enough for the Dodgers to release Bauer. Such coverage was irresponsible and dishonest, and in the case of reporter Molly Knight, scandalous. So what happened with Molly Knight here? Because according to a lawsuit Bauer filed against The Athletic, which he dropped as the outlet was not technically at fault, Knight tweeted while employed at the outlet that Bauer fractured Hill's skull. Oh, I did read about this. Fractured Hill's skull. Though here's the catch. Per the suit, Knight had in possession her medical records that showed there was no fracture. So she reported on something that she knew was false, so she reported it on it anyway. Like that seems pretty damn defamatory to me. And that's also not journalism, by the way. You find out if if you hear something, you need to verify it by a number of independent sources. Okay, you don't just go, oh, somebody said something. Okay. Oh wait, here's proof that what I'm saying is wrong. No, I'm still gonna report on the original thing, but I was just proving it wrong. Like you're the asshole here, lady. Was Knight deleted the tweet as part of the agreement. However, the impact of her post proved significant. Specifically, Deadspin used Knight's tweet to publish the type of filth it did below. Can't wait to see this. As Trevor Bauer should never pitch again. Update. So yeah, and this is what the leftist media does. Okay, is that one person will put out something that's false, and then they all just look at that one thing and go, oh, well, that person reported on it. We like that person, so let's go ahead and report on it too. And then they just keep feeding off each other so that it goes everywhere. And it's like, okay, well, that is not true, though. So back to the article, it says, and that is why throw the book and allegation should never appear in the same sentence. Of course, the remains of Deadspin failed to retract that article this week. The outlet instead posted a quick-hitting, poorly written news story titled Trevor Bauer, Sexual Assault Accusers Settle Lawsuits. That article didn't include Hill's text either. So again, they're obfuscating there. By all accounts, Lindsay Hill pimped herself out for financial exploitation. Sure looks like that based on what she said. That the press enabled her to do so with its sheepish coverage that mostly assumed Bauer's guilt. And journalists didn't cover the allegations like journalists. Journalists covered the allegations like character assassins. Correct. So together they cost Bauer 2 years in MLB. They inflicted years of public disdain upon him, and even the truth cannot return those years to Bauer. That's correct. And he should sue the shit out of the Dodgers for letting him go, out of MLB for this as well. Like he should go whole hog, I think, and I hope he does, to be honest. Because let that be a warning that next time the media similarly finds someone guilty on the basis of unsubstantiated allegations, like they're doing with Russell Brand. Yeah, but there's going to be all those people out there that automatically just reflexively believe anything coming from the media without any sort of cognitive thought whatsoever. It's just, oh, the media said it; it must be true. Okay, I mean, just since Trump came down the elevator in 2015, how many times has the media lied about something? It's a lot. And I'm not saying like a couple of times or like it's an amount of times that's probably in the high double digits, if not like triple digits somewhere. It's a real lot. But yet there's those people that are still going to believe them regardless. Says, let that be a warning the next time the media similarly find. Oh, we did that already. Skipping that. Says, perhaps legal analyst Lexi Rigdon provided the best assessment of the Bauer case, expressing how the Me Too movement's catchline, believe all women, was both simplistic and naive. She said, many, if not most victims who come forward are legitimate, but some simply aren't, as in the case of Trevor Bauer, said Rigdon on Outkick Tuesday. Says this accuser lied. She lied so badly the defamation case was settled with no money paid, and per Trevor Bauer, he was not in it for money. Yeah, he was trying to clear his name, and not even an NDA in her favor. That's correct. The Trevor Bauer ought to make you wonder how many other men have had their lives ruined by women and media outlets who so grossly took advantage of the prevailing narrative that women never lie. Women do lie, and men often bear the consequences of those lies. So this article wasn't necessarily to rip, me putting this out there wasn't to rip on this girl or necessarily say really anything about the situation. It's just to show you that the media sucks. That's what it is, and that they're going to lie about stuff like this. That, like the Me Too thing, it's a sham. Yeah, there are women obviously who are assaulted, and they should absolutely get the help and everything that they need, and that goes without question. But there are women like this chick who just flat out lied about something, and then everybody just goes, "Oh yeah, she must be telling the truth," even without any sort of anything to back it up, any sort of proof. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I mean, do you agree with Lindsay Hill, the accuser? Do you agree with Trevor Bauer? Hopefully that's the case because he's right. What do you think Trevor Bauer should do? Do you think he should go after the Dodgers, like I said, and Major League Baseball? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.